We're on.
Welcome, everybody, to the Tweedl Pod. We are back, and thank God we are back, because I've managed to get hold of Mr. Thomas Cook here. This man, right, the amount of holidays this bloke has, the people that have been waiting for a podcast, he is the reason why.
No,
it's not me, and it's not Charlie.
No.
This lad.
Charlie can't go on holiday. He's not old enough. So it's as simple as that. Look at it.
He can go with his parents.
Yeah. The best thing is, our cameraman, Charlie, who is 7, was only last week, is so drunk that he's actually had to sit on a stool today to record this. So that's why it's quite funny.
Yeah.
So this is the end of the first day at the game fair. This is Friday night. So
Yeah. So if you
now
notice,
7:05, and there's a bit of pressure on us, Sammy.
we've got an audience, mate.
We've got an audience. Should we get
first-
I know what you're thinking. You don't believe us as an audience. Should we get the audience to cheer?
Cheer, everybody.
Cheer, audience.
Delayed.
There was a moment of delay just to wind us up there,
But
wasn't
yeah,
there, Sammy?
we are at Blenheim Palace.
Yep.
Day one
Yeah.
of the game fair ticks off. Have you had a good day?
Yeah, good day. Not bad at all. And you?
Yeah, very good, mate. We've been flat out. We came to the game fair with 2 kegs of beer.
Yeah.
Myself and Richard Crofts, behind the camera, have been hosting our stand today.
Well, Crofty
Came
would have
with
drunk one of those kegs.
No, we behaved until 2 p.m.
Did he?
Yeah, and so we came with 2 kegs of beer, thinking that'll do us.
And?
It's gone.
By what time?
What time did the beer run out, Crofty? 3 o'clock? What time did we run out of beer? 3? 4? Yeah, about 3.
But Dad's been on security, hasn't he?
Yeah,
Your Dad's been on security.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
look
Is
at the
this
old
right?
boy.
Where is he? He's on the barman. He's the barman now.
Yeah, but
You're putting him to work, aren't you?
yeah, absolutely.
You've got Evie here. You've got all the family.
Yeah, and
There
you've
they are,
also got the whole family as
I've
well.
got the whole family here
We should actually
helping as
get them
well.
in camera.
Rosie, say hello, Rosie.
Jane,
and
Evie, come
Amelia.
in.
Yeah, come on. Family in. Family in.
Get in the camera.
Yep, come on,
for a
girls.
quick second.
Come on, come and say hello.
This has turned into
Cuddle
a very family affair
Look
podcast.
at this. Who's going to come in here? One here. Amelia.
You have to introduce
Rosie,
yourselves.
Jane.
Jane.
I'm Evie.
Evie, this
I'm
is
Sam's fiance.
Here's my wifey.
say your name.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Say
Hi.
hello. Oh, that was
No, you have to introduce yourself by name.
Yeah, this is my wife, Janie. Say hello, Janie. Hello, Janie. As you can see, this is quite an impromptu sort of thing we're doing.
Yeah,
here,
it
isn't
is. Well, I think that's enough for you guys. Thank you.
Yeah,
for
right.
coming
Thank
on
you.
the
Bye
pod.
now.
Hi then.
In fact, no, quickly. Evie,
Yes,
right,
yes.
has been the number 1 salesman of the whole stand today.
Has she?
I have. I've got really good sales technique.
Have you?
Yeah.
What is the technique?
I don't know, to be honest. I'm standing by the Land Rover. I'm getting the punters in. I'm selling the dream, giving them a drink, having a good chat, that sort of vibe.
Love it.
Yeah, we're having a good time.
Love it.
Is it anything to do with the blonde hair, do you think?
I don't know, really. I think they just want the Land Rover and Evie. You know, that's probably
Driving
what it
gates.
is. Yeah.
I have promised to drop it off in person.
Well, there you go.
Okay.
So.
That's why I bought a ticket.
That ain't happening. Good idea, brother. Right, thank you, Tom. We'll
Thank you,
carry on
Evie.
with our
Right,
podcast.
Thanks,
you,
love.
Evie.
See you in a bit. Bye.
So there's been a lot of people then. It's gone all right, though, the show,
Yeah.
hasn't it? You haven't been to Blenheim before, have
yeah,
you?
so we've been doing the game fair for, this is our 5th year.
Yeah. So you've always done Ragley?
Always done Ragley, and everyone's always said Blenheim is the place to be.
Yeah.
And I think they're pretty right.
Yeah. It's a stunning venue, isn't it?
Yeah, we're at the top of Gunmakers Row, and this year they've done 3 Gunmakers Rows,
Yeah.
which I don't know about that.
I think it's like one. Is it 3 or is it 1.5? There's this one. This is a long old one, and then there's another sort of
Yeah.
half one over there. I
It
don't
all
really
just
understand
feels a
it.
bit discombobulated,
Yeah.
but
Wow. Now that is after a load of beer that you've had.
discombobulated.
That is a very
A load of
impressive
beer?
word.
Chief,
Did you hear
I've had a
that?
load of beer.
Have you not?
No.
Oh, you just look like
I'm a
it.
professional. No, some children came on our stand earlier, about an hour ago,
You've just caught the sun then.
with bubble, what do you call it? Bubble machines.
Bubble, yeah.
And it went in my eyes.
Oh,
And so that's why my eyes are,
Oh, is
I
it?
was like blinded for
I'll tell
5
you
minutes.
what, viewers, we have heard some great
You have.
stories now. A bubble machine has made his eyes go a bit bloodshot.
Yeah, exactly
But it's
that.
been good for you, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has.
Just to see
like,
everybody spread the word.
We love coming here.
And the Land Rover must be taking quite a serious interest.
Yeah, exactly. And if you haven't entered and you're listening,
Yeah, I've just entered. I got done.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the thing is, as I said
The
to everybody
listeners will
else,
love this, actually.
no, the listeners love this. I'm like, this is a lose-lose, isn't it? So I have to buy a ticket to support him because I do, because he's like my little younger brother.
No.
Right?
Don't play it off like you had to play a ticket.
And if I buy it, everybody will say it's a fix. So I won't be able to take the prize anyway.
Actually, what happened was Rob came on the stand to say, right, let's film a podcast. Great idea. And the girls went up to him and said, oh, Rob, have you bought a ticket? And you said no. And it was £50 to enter all the competitions. And Rob said, can I pay you in a John Lewis voucher?
That's all I've got at the moment.
And all he had in his wallet was a £50 John Lewis voucher, a £10 John Lewis voucher, and a £5 John Lewis voucher.
I'm the man for John Lewis vouchers. All right, it's as simple as that.
I can tell by your dress, mate.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, moving on. What about the clay line?
The clay line has been very good. Yeah, we've done a lot on the clay line. Loads of hundreds of have-a-goes. And when we sort of do 250 have-a-goes, I think Basque would have done similar. CPSA would have done probably a few more. So, so we've done load of, which is great, isn't it? I mean, that's nearly 1,000 people or whatever,
Mate,
just coming and trying the sport. And then the clay shooting line's been very busy. We run all that. So that's been flat out.
when did you start doing the clay line at the game fairs? Because for all that, as long as I've known you've done that.
10 years? No, 8 years, 9 years.
It must be a
something.
good little
Yeah,
gig
it must
for you,
be.
isn't
It
it?
must be. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Look, it is good. It works when the weather's like this, but you've got to remember we take all the risk and all the rewards. So if it rains for 3 days and nobody turns up to shoot the clay line, you're nothing. And it's a huge expense because you're basically building a shooting ground just for literally 3 days.
Yeah.
So look, there's wins and there's highs and lows, but it's.
But touch wood though, I've never done a wet game fair.
Have you not?
No.
Well, you might be our lucky emblem because honestly, I've done some wet game fairs.
Everyone that enters Tweedle's lucky, and Tweedle is also lucky.
Well, there you go, mate. There you go.
What's happening on the stand then? You've got Bentley, which is...
So Bentley have partnered with us. They're our sort of vehicle partner. So they've got their 2 very smart Bentegas on there, which is good. The alarm is currently going off on one.
It
so
is.
I'm glad we're not camping at the game fair
It
tonight. So, and then we've got Swazi, a new brand, which is absolutely brilliant. So a new clothing brand. So New Zealand guy, friend of mine, used to own Canterbury. The rugby clothing company. He sold that, and he's got Swazi now that make these fantastic waterproof jackets. Everything else, really good value. So they've come on for the first time. They're sort of launching all their new products.
They sold a few things today?
Yeah, we have. Yeah, we sold a nice few guns, and we're obviously showing all the Churchills showcase of guns. And then, like you, we've got the whole entertainment area. So we're just, because it's really hard because you're trying to pull in new people all the time, but equally you want to look after all your regular customers.
Correct.
But for us, we're 30 miles from the shooting ground at High Wycombe.
Yeah.
So we've got thousands of customers here. So they're all coming to try and get around them. It's just impossible. But
well, that was it today.
They're really
so
lovely.
with me sharing this stand with Crofty, Richard Crofts, we thought, look, it'd be a great idea. Let's share the stand because Richard's in charge of Bulland and he's also gone on his own to do RC crops and sporting. And very, very kindly, John, who runs Bulland, has sent the chef up who does the 11s.
Yeah.
So we've been serving canopies all day. And in the meeting this morning, me and Crofty said, right, anyone that comes on the stand, the people that get canopies are clients.
Yeah.
Or the Tweedle winners.
Yeah, nice.
Or the big customers or the clients. And then all of a sudden, the Gunmakers Row is absolutely packed.
Yeah.
People are coming on left, right and centre. You walk out, you walk within a metre of the stand with a tray of canopies and they're gone.
Yeah. And it's really hard because, look, fundamentally, we all want to look after everybody.
Yeah.
But we got somebody grumpy earlier because we put like wristbands on them and say everything. But they were like, well, why can't I have a drink? And I'm like, I'm really sorry. We just can't entertain everybody.
No,
it is,
I know.
And you don't
And that's
upset
probably
anybody.
why
And you'd
I've-
love to give a gin and tonic to everybody, but you physically can't. I mean,
know.
there's thousands of people come on the stand.
And that's probably where I've gone wrong in running out of beer and you've not.
Well, yeah, but you've probably just sent them to me.
But I'm still learning from you, aren't I?
No, because you're just a young
I'm
whippersnapper.
still a prodigy.
You've got to remember, you're just that youngster. That's all it is. But look, this is good, and we must apologise because I've been rammed with events. We do a lot of charity shooting days and everything. I did disappear on holiday for a week, unlike you, who goes on 32 stag doos a year for weekends.
Keep it
and
going.
things like that. So, or 34 stag doos.
It's just because I'm a young pup.
Right here, let me tell you about one event we did. We did a big one for Formula One.
I know
Yeah.
you did. And
And
you've
did
not
you hear-
we've not caught up about this.
I know.
Actually.
So this is unbelievable. So we did it, Christian Horner. We do a big one for Red Bull. and it's at Christian Horner's, which is near Silverstone. We always do it on the Wednesday. Always do it on the Wednesday before the Grand Prix, the British Grand Prix. And a load of the drivers go. They sell teams and everything else. And it was an amazing day. It's really chilled, really lovely, really special. And it's all for a charity called Wings for Life, which is part of the Red Bull official charity. It's all about spinal cord deficiencies and looking for to find a resolution into spinal cord damage and things like that. So we did this day. Get ready for this. How much money do you think it raised in the day? One day. And there was about 120 people there.
20 grand.
£487,000 in the day was raised for the charity.
Wow.
£500,000 in
Unbelievable.
One day. Unbelievable. I mean, the generosity.
There
all
were
from
some
shooting.
people in that room then.
Oh, 120 people. I mean, it was mega. It was really heart-touching to think, you can help run a clay shoot. With the Wings for Life charity are fantastic. Red Bull all go out, all the drivers,
and raise that amount of money.
£500,000 in a day.
What drivers were there?
Max no, he couldn't come this year. Max always comes. Daniel Ricciardo, Yuki Tsunoda was there.
Surprised he didn't crash on the way there.
Now behave. Perez turned up. That was quite cool. So Christian was there. David Coulthard hosting with us.
Cool.
Yeah, it was really fun. But I just think it's
because you were actually for half a second on Drive to Survive, weren't you?
As a parking attendant. Yeah. Let's just get this right. Did you see it? Yeah. One of my Arab clients sent me a high-vis jacket and said, Rob, you need this on next time when you're parking cars. I can see your career's going really well. So I have to apologise. So we've been doing loads of that. Then it's a speed holiday. Now we're doing this.
Listen,
but we're getting back into it.
We committed, didn't we, when we started the pod, to do one a week.
And it just takes some doing.
It did really take some doing because me and Charlie were travelling the length and breadth of the country to catch up with this bloke.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
And Mr. Worldwide. And but we took a break, and I actually think it's been good. And today, I have to say, the amount of people coming up to me going, Sam, love the podcast. I know. Why have you stopped?
I know. We've had people
non-stop.
Yeah, especially those who suffer from insomnia. They're all wanting us to carry on because they just, they need something to get them to sleep.
No, seriously, mate. You're putting us down. I think we're creating waves, and we're doing good. And thank you, everybody.
Was that stat? 49th.
48th most listened to podcast on Spotify.
Yeah.
In the business charts, which is quite impressive in itself.
We will
take that as a stat, won't we, Charlie?
Charlie, I'm just chuffed they think we're business. That's what I'm quite proud about.
I wondered that. I was like, when have we ever spoken about business?
Yeah, why wanted the comedy stage?
Can't even spell it.
What, business or comedy?
Both.
I love it. But no, so we will be, once we get the game out of the way, we've got loads of good people, and we're just so busy here, and we'll get that out of the way, and I promise we'll all be back to try and entertain you. And thank you for your amazing comments telling us to carry on, because it is quite hard when you sit here chatting, isn't it? That you sort of think, are we really doing the right thing? Do we don't want to bore people, whatever. And people have been so kind, and they want to see more, and we've got some really good guests lined up, so we will entertain you all. But
you heard it here first, folks. Hold him to it, because I am as well.
I promise.
Like, comment, subscribe, do all the good stuff, and we will be back with weekly podcasts very, very soon. Thanks for listening, everyone.
Thanks, mate. Well done.
See you in a bit.
Cheers.